YouTube, what's going on? My name is Ekuegan. You call me EK. In today's video, I'm going to go over a perk called Perfect Float and how it's interacting with other things. You can always find me live at twitch.tv/Ekuegan daily. Yeah, let's get to it. So Perfect Float was a perk that was brought into Destiny this season. All right, Perfect Float, being in combat for a moderate time increases airborne effectiveness and reduces flinch until you're out of combat. But the thing is, when you read this, you're like, okay, this perk is not really that good for me. I don't really need it. But then if you look at the beginning, I guess, sentence for Perfect Flow, and you look at the beginning sentence for Frenzy, being in combat for a certain time increases damage handling and reload. For some odd reason, Float helps out the time for Frenzy. Normally, Frenzy takes about 12 seconds. If you don't believe me, let's see. So I'm going to use a weapon that just has Frenzy on there, just Frenzy, right? And we're going to see that it's going to proc my screen in about 12 seconds. I just need to be in fight for a bit, right? So I can shoot this Screeb, and I can just run around, put some shots up. Come on, Frenzy. Frenzy is one of those perks I'm not a huge fan of because it takes so long for it to be active. As you can see, we've been here for a while. Frenzy, hello? Are you there? There you go. So Frenzy just procced on my screen, all right? Now, let's see if, for some odd reason, Float actually helps out or not. All right, so now I'm going to switch to Perfect Float and Frenzy SMG. All right, so Frenzy is now going on my screen. I shoot these guys, shoot this guy. Now I'm going to play around with this guy here. And you're going to see that as soon as Perfect Float is up, Frenzy's up on my screen as well. And that is in less time than what I had to do before earlier here when I had to run around. Now, you're going to be like, EK, what is, what's the point? How does this benefit me? There are other weapons in the game that have Frenzy on them, and normally, in most situations, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get to proc, right? If you have Perfect Flow on a weapon, and you have a different weapon that has Frenzy on it, such as a heavy, it is now easier to get to that 15% extra damage within 6 seconds. The neat thing about this too is, let's say I don't have Frenzy on this weapon, right? And I just have Perfect Flow, and I have Frenzy on my heavy, right, which is my Fire and Forget. Let's just say that I get in a fight and Perfect Float procs. Guess what's going to happen? Frenzy's going to proc on my heavy as well. All right, so now I'm going to come back into this fight, shoot these fellas here, shoot this guy, shoot that guy. And you're going to notice as soon as Perfect Float is up and I switch to my heavy, I now have Frenzy activated as well. So not only does that help me out a lot, it has cut my time short. So if you have special weapons that have Frenzy on it that basically help out with damage and reload and stability, you can get to it a lot quicker. So if you're out there and you watch my prolonged engagement video, I normally would say like feeding and adagio, but now I'm looking for a Perfect Flow adagio because then it allows me to run Frenzy on other weapons. One of the reasons why I don't like running Frenzy is because it takes so long to kind of build up, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could make a Fire Forget with like an enhanced Perfect Flow and Frenzy, but you don't need to anymore. You can just have it on primaries, and it's going to help you out in the longer run. So I will be going back over my Fire Forget. I'm probably going to do a fluted, liquid coils, fill prep, Frenzy roll, on top of having a different one that's going to have Focus Fury. I kind of love this interaction now because having the Vice Stinger perk and each shot from the 3-round burst has a chance to proc the Vice Stinger perk to reload. It's going to put this weapon in the next level. And we are going to get more weapons in the future that are probably going to have Frenzy on it. Right? I have Rockets have Frenzy on it. So now being able to pair this with other weapons in the future is going to be really nice. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to keep this discussion going, we do have a discussion room in my Discord, discord.gg/Ekuegan. But I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.